All the time I get asked this, what happens if I take my own life and I cross over? No, the thing is, someone who maybe comes and says that, they're reaching out for help, and I really understand that. And I recently had it where someone's suffering grief so much from losing a loved one that they really are considering going down that route, whether they go through with it or not. I pray almightily that doesn't happen. But the problem is that people get so much conflicting information out there on the internet, and even with the research, and it's quite dangerous, and it's quite dangerous to people's health, not from mental health point of view, but even just physically. Them It could cause someone to take that decision and maybe take over. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what happens if you do that. And maybe after I've actually explained this, you'll realize that it's not the answer and it's not the way. Because no matter what someone has told you and given you a false sense of security to say that you're going to be with your loved one if you cross over, I'm sorry to say that's just not true, right? So if any of you are out there that are suffering so badly that you think that I'm just going to take my own life because I want to be with my loved one, I'm sorry, but that's not gonna that's not gonna work, and you won't be. And it's hard for me to say that because I know that's not what you want to hear, but I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to hold nothing back. I don't believe in flowering things up just to pander to what you want to hear. I believe in being honest. I believe in being upfront, and if it's hard to hear, then it's the reason it's hard to hear because it's not something that you should be considering. And so I'm going to give you a little bit of an understanding of maybe how the afterlife works and why, yes, why it's not the right thing for you to do. Now, maybe eventually, as time goes, there's no time on the other side, but eventually, as we move on, and if you did do something like that, you're eventually going to be your loved one at some point, but it's not going to be the way you think about it. Because here's the thing: your loved one who's passed over, they've passed over, they've gone through the life review, they've gone through the process of the crossing over, they've met loved ones, they've met teachers, guides, they're integrating into spirit life, they're integrating themselves into heavenly life, whatever you believe in. This what I'm talking about today is not just about, it's not religious in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing religious about that because everybody has to make this journey at some point. And that means that no matter what religion you come from, we're still going to cross over to heaven, to the other side, to the spirit life. And so that's got nothing to do with